Now let us see how to select a specific column in a data frame. Imagine I want to select this column. For that we can use any of these three commands. These two commands will return the Pandas series, and this command will return the Pandas data frame. So the output of these two commands will be 20, 21, 19, 20, 22, then the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This command will return the Pandas data frame, so the output will be age 20, 21, 19, 20, 22. And there will be indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a data frame and this is a Pandas series. Now let us see this example in PyCharm. Now here you can see I have created a data frame. These are the indexes of the data frame. Now imagine I want to print this name column. For that I am typing x equals, specify the name of the data frame, then put a dot, then specify the name of the column. In this case it is name. Then print x. Now this command will return the Pandas series. Let us run this. Now you can see it returned the Pandas series. These are the values and these are the indexes. Other way to get the Pandas series is within the square brackets we have to specify the name of the column. Now you can see same result. Now let us see how to get the Pandas data frame. For that we have to use double square brackets. Now you can see it returned the Pandas data frame. Here is the name of the column. These are the indexes and these are the values. Now let us see how to select a specified row in a data frame. So these are the syntaxes for selecting a specified row. First we have to specify the name of the data frame. Then we have to put a dot. Then we have to type log. Then within the square brackets we have to specify the index of the row. So this command will return this row in the Pandas series. So the output will be Joe 20 85.10 here, then semi. Then there will be indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Using double square brackets will return the Pandas data frame, so the output of this command will be look like this. Name, age, marks, grade, hobby. Then the index of the row, then the values. Joe 20, 85.10, A, semi. Now let us try a live example in PyCharm. Now I want to select this fifth row, so I am typing py equals df.log. Within the square brackets, I have to specify the index, then print py. I am deleting these two codes. Now let us see what will happen. Now you can see it has been returned the Pandas series. Now let us see how to get a Pandas data frame. For that, we have to use two square brackets. Now it will return Pandas data frame. Now you can see this is a Pandas data frame. We can also select multiple rows. For that we have to specify indexes separated by commas. Now I am going to select last three rows. Now you can see these are the last three rows in a data frame. Now let us see how to select rows by column values. For the syntax is df.log. Within the square brackets, we have to specify the condition. In this example, it will return rows in which age is greater than 20. So it will return rows 1 and 4. In this example, it will return rows in which marks are greater than 85. It will return rows 2, 3, and 0. In this example, it will select the rows in which marks are greater than 80. Then print the name values of each column. So it will print Joe, Harry, and Sam. Now I want to select students who are older than 20 years. For that I am typing x equals df.log. Now within square brackets I have to specify the condition df.age greater than 20. Now let us print x. Now you can see these are the rows in which age is greater than 20. Now let us print the name of these rows. For that we have to specify the name of column within the square brackets. Now you can see these are the students who are older than 20. Now let us see how to create columns in a data frame. For that we have to use for loop. Now let us take a look at these examples. Here I have used for keyword, then a variable, then in keyword. Here the iterable is df.index. So the iterable will be these values. Then df.column name within the square brackets I. Now this will iterate this column. And this will iterate age column. Finally this will iterate grade column. Now let us see how to iterate this name column. For that I am typing for in name of the data frame, then index, then colon, print df dot name of the column, then square brackets I. Now you can see it has been printed column name. Now let us iterate column age. I am replacing name with age. Now you can see these are the ages. Now I am going to explain our cryptocurrency investing strategies. Now imagine this table shows the variation of the price of a Bitcoin in different days. In the first day, price of a Bitcoin is 20,000 USDs. In the second day, price has been dropped to 80,000 USDs. In the third day, price has further dropped to 15,000. In the fourth day, again price has been increased to 20,000 USD level. Now there are two businessmen, both of them have $700. In the first day, this businessman thinks price will go up, so he spent all his capital, buy 0.035 Bitcoins at price $20,000. In the fourth day, this is the value of his Bitcoins. This is the initial value, so there is no profit for this businessman. This second businessman didn't sure about the future price of the Bitcoin, so he spent $100 in the first day, buy 0.005 Bitcoins at the price $20,000. In the second day, he spent $200, buy 0.011 Bitcoins at the price $18,000. In the third day, he spent $400, then buy 0.0266 Bitcoins at the price $15,000. Now let us calculate profit in the fourth day. This is the profit for first order, this is the profit for second order, and this is the profit for third order. So second businessman has $154 total profit. To calculate the percentage profit, we are going to divide total profit by the initial value, then multiply it by 100. So second businessman has 22% gain. Now in this course, we are going to create a Python program to automate this strategy. Now I am going to explain the steps of building the trading bot. First we are placing buy market order at the current price. This is the current price. Imagine we have bought X amount of Bitcoins. If market goes up, we are selling and taking the profit. If market goes down, we are placing safety orders with increasing volume. In the first safety order, we are going to buy 2x Bitcoins. Here deviation from the initial price is -1%. In the second safety order, we are going to buy 4x Bitcoins. Here the deviation is minus 3% from the initial price. In the third safety order, we are going to buy 8x bitcoins. Here deviation is minus 7% from the initial price. In the fourth safety order, we are going to buy 16x bitcoins. This time deviation is minus 15% from the initial price. If market turns at any of these levels, we can sell and take the profit. Now in the beginning of the code, we are going to place a new buy market order. Market order. Then we are going to create a new Pandas data frame with columns, price and quantity. After that, we are adding executed price and the quantity of this market order into this data frame. This is the price and this is the quantity. Index of this first order is 0. Then we are going to create the while true loop. So code inside this block will run continuously. Now within the while true loop, here is a one tab space. I am going to check the deviation of the current price from initial price. Dev, this is for deviation. This is equals calculate deviation from initial price. When coding, we are going to write functions to calculate the deviation from initial price. In this case, this is the initial price. If the deviation is less than or equal to next price level, we are going to place a safety order. Market order. Again, we are going to add the executed price and quantity of this order into this data frame. This time index will be 1. This is the price. This is the quantity. Then we are going to increase the next price level. Now again inside this while true loop, we are going to check the profit. We can calculate the current value of Bitcoin by multiplying this quantity with the current price. We can calculate the initial value by multiplying this quantity with the executed price, then taking the sum. This is for indicate the sum. Then we can calculate the profit by taking the difference between current value and initial value. If the profit is greater than or equal to our profit target, then I am going to sell all the orders in this data frame. Sell all. Then I want to exit this while true loop, so I am using break statement to exit. Again we are running this code from the beginning. Now I am going to create a Binance paper trading account. For that, go to Google and search here Binance Testnet. Then go to Binance Spot Testnet. To create a Binance Testnet account, you need a GitHub account. Now I'm going to click Login with GitHub. If you don't have a GitHub account, first you have to create a GitHub account. Now I am going to click Authorize Binance Exchange. Now I have created testnet account successfully. To connect this account with Python, we have to create the API key and private key. Click here. Now you can give any name for the API key. I am going to give test. Now we have created the API key and secret key successfully. Now let us connect this account with the Python. Now open the PyCharm. Now I have created a new PyCharm project. First I am going to delete these codes. To connect Python with Binance, we have to install a library called Python Binance. Go to Python package. Then search here Python Binance. Now click install. Now Python Binance has been installed. Now I am going to install the Pandas. This is for data analysis. Search here Pandas. Then click install again. Now I have installed Pandas. Now let us import these two libraries. Now these two libraries will take some time to load. Now type from Binance dot client import client. Now this will import the class client. Now let us import Pandas. Import Pandas as PD. Now I am going to create a variable called API. Now let us copy and paste the API key here. Copy this one. Then paste it here. Now again I am going to create a variable called API secret. Now copy this one. Then paste here. Now I am going to create an object from this client class. First time type in the name of the object. You can give any name here. Client. This is equal to name of the class. Now within the parenthesis, we have to pass API key, API, then API secret, then TLD. This is equal to com. If you are in US, you have to use US. Then testnet. This is equal to true. This will specify we are using Binance testnet. Now let us get the details of this account. For that, we have to use client.getAccount method. Print X. Now let us run this and see what will happen. Now you can see it will pass a dictionary. Here you can see these are the crypto balances. Now let us create a function to get the balance of our account. Def get balance. Now I am going to cut this part. Then paste inside the function. Now I am going to create a data frame called df. This is equal to pd.dataframe within the parenthesis x within the square brackets. I am going to pass key balances. Print df. Now Now let us call this function and see what will happen. Now you can see this is our crypto balance. Now I am going to create a function to get the current value of a currency pair. Def get current value. Within the parentheses, I am going to pass the symbol. Now I am creating a variable called price. To get the current value, we have to use a method called getSymbolTicker. Client dot get symbol ticker. Now within the parentheses, I have to pass the symbol equal symbol. Now return price. Now let us check this function. Now I am creating a while true loop. Price equals get current value. Within the parentheses, I am going to pass BTC USDT. Then print price. Now let us run this and see what will happen. Now you can see this is the current price of Bitcoin. Now I want to isolate this price part. For that, I am stopping this code. Then within the square brackets, I am going to pass the key price. Now let us run this again. Now you can see it will only pass the price. Now I am going to create a function to place market orders. Def market order. Now within the parentheses, I am going to pass symbol, volume and the direction. If direction equal to buy. Now I am going to place a buy market order. To place an order, we have to use the method called createOrder. Client dot createOrder. Now within the parentheses, we have to specify the symbol, sign, type and the quantity. Symbol equals symbol sign equals client dot sign by. This is because we are placing a buy order. Then type. This is equals client dot order type market. Finally, we have to specify the quantity. This is equal to olive. Now I want to print the results of this order. So print order. Within the square brackets, I am going to specify key fields. Now I am going to write similar code for sell orders. Copy this part. If direction is equal to sell, this time side is side sell. Now let us take this function, market order, it is in USDT. I want to buy 0.001 bitcoins. Direction is buy. If you are getting this error, that means your time is not synchronized. To solve that, go to settings, click time and language, click sync now. Now let us run this again. Now you can see we have bought 0.001 bitcoins. Now let us check the account balance. Get balance. Now here you can see there are 1.001 bitcoins and USDT balance has been decreased. Now let us sell these bitcoins. Market order. It is USDT 0.001. Direction is set. Now we have sold the Bitcoin. Now let us check the account balance again. Now you can see our Bitcoins has been sold. Now here you can see this is the USDT balance. There is a small loss. This is because market price of the Bitcoin has been decreased after we buying the Bitcoin. Now I am going to explain how to record details of past trades in a Pandas data frame. First I am going to return the order details. Return. Now I am going to delete this line. Now I am going to create a variable called x. This is equals market order BTC USDT. Volume is 0.001 lots. Direction is Y. Then print X. Now let us run this. Now I want to store this price value and the QTY value. Now I am going to create two empty data frames. df1 equals dd dot data frame. Within the parentheses, I am going to specify the columns. Columns equals, first column is price. Then the second column is QTY. This is for quantity. Now I am going to create the data frame. I am going to copy this one. Then paste here. This is df2. Now I am going to create a while true loop. Now I am going to delete this line. Now I am going to assign price and quantity into df2. df2 dot loc 0 price this is equal to float x within the square bracket 0, again within the square brackets, price. Now this will assign price into the df2. Now I am going to copy this line. Then paste here. This time this is quantity, QTY. Now I am going to combine df1 with df2. df1 equals pd dot concat within the square brackets df1 comma df2, then ignore index equals true. Now this command will add the values of df2 into df1. Now print df1. Now let us sum this and see what will happen. Now you can see it is adding values into the data frame 1. Now I am going to comment these codes because we are going to use these codes in the later part. Press Ctrl and / for the commenting.